So the draft was last Thursday, Friday, and then, of course, throughout most of the day on Saturday. 7 rounds, a lot of players picked, and then there were a lot of players that got an opportunity to have a chance to play in the NFL after it was over. Undrafted or non-drafted free agents. Byron Vaughns of Baylor is one of those, and he's now a member of the Dallas Cowboys. In a couple of weeks, we'll report to Frisco to discuss his future there. Byron, David Smoak, and Paul Catalina, Craig Smoak, thank you for your time. What was that like as Saturday was winding down, and did you have an idea that it might be late Saturday before you found out where you would end up?
Yes, sir. I kind of knew, talking to my agent ahead of time, that I was going to most likely be get an opportunity at a free agent spot, so something that my agent had told me before, just be ready for the later phone calls throughout the day.
When do you have to start work in Dallas?
Well, once I got the call, I couldn't stop working, but we actually have camp in about 2 weeks.
Okay.
A 3-day rookie mini camp.
Byron, just what was that like to be able to know an answer to what to look forward to next? I imagine you're preparing and going through this whole process, not sure what the future looks like. And, it doesn't answer everything I know, but at least to kind of know your starting point, how much of a relief is that?
Oh, it definitely, it helped me sleep better. I didn't go to sleep. I didn't go to sleep that day until 3 o'clock in the morning because I was just up all night thinking about it. But, it like I said, it helped me get some sleep. It helped me eat breakfast in the morning. So it definitely relieved a lot of stress that my family and I were worried about. So getting that phone call definitely, it put a smile on my face, put a smile on my family's face, and it was just an opportunity.
So you went to high school in Fort Worth. You're a Fort Worth guy. Were you a Cowboys fan, I'm guessing, or did you have your eyes elsewhere on another team growing up?
Well, I was kind of I had favorite players growing up, so, like the Troy Polamalu, the Julio Jones, Calvin Johnson, the Ray Lewis. I kind of was a players guy more than a team because I realized younger it's a little bit harder depending on the team, So I stopped trying to find a team, and I just found favorite players.
You know who your favorite team is? The one who calls you to say, hey, come to our camp so you might have a chance to make our roster now, right?
No, most definitely. That was an easy answer right there.
Did someone from the actual organization call you, or did they call your agent who then called you? How does that work out?
I was in touch with the coach on the staff. And he was kind of talking to me he's been talking to me for a minute, saying how much he thinks I can come to the organization to make an impact. So I was kind of in contact with the coach on the team.
Byron Vaughns, former Baylor Bear, now is a member, was signed as an undrafted free agent by the Cowboys soon after the draft this past weekend.
Byron, how much do you know about the defensive system the Cowboys are going to run under Mike Zimmer? They have a new defensive coordinator all the way around, so it's going to be maybe a little bit different. I mean, they've got some pass rushers there. You're going to get to play with Tank Lawrence and Micah Parsons and learn from them, but what do you know so far?
I heard that it's more of a 3-4 defense, so I'm playing more than outside linebacker position where I'll be dropping the coverage. But mostly would be pass rushing, so it's kind of a scheme that I'm used to playing it at Texas and then playing it at Baylor my last year. And, I've been playing football for a minute, so you only got a 3-4, a 4-3, and a 5-2. So, I kind of got a pretty good idea of what's going to be going on once I get there.
All right, so you're in Waco, I believe, or are you in Waco still?
No, so I drove back to Dallas.
We'll go back to Dallas. Do you have a trainer? Do you work out at a facility? What are you doing over the next couple of weeks until you report to Frisco?
Actually going to be getting some pass rush training again out there with my pass rush specialist, Coach Tuck. And then I'm going to be working out with APEC on the west side of Fort Worth, an organization I was working out with when I was in high school, So getting back with those guys and being able to get some pass rush work. So I'm gonna be busy. So I kind of consider it 2 days now because I'm doing pass rush, football work. I'm doing explosive workouts with APEC.
Byron, APEC was owned by Bobby Stroop, and I think he sold it. He's been working out and has done a lot with Patrick Mahomes when he was in high school in East Texas and also college at Tech and then with Kansas City. Did you know Bobby at that time? Did you ever run into Patrick Mahomes when he was at the facility up in Dallas and Fort Worth? There's a lot of athletes that have used them.
Yes, sir. He's Bob is actually Mr. Stroop is definitely a great owner and a coach when he was, at APEC, and I did get a chance to, Patrick Mahomes is kind of in his own lane when it came to training. He probably paid a few more bucks, get the personal training. So I did get to witness some of the stuff that Patrick Mahomes was doing, and it's kind of a reason he can maybe do a backflip if he's getting tackled and still throw the ball. So Bob Stroop does things that your body probably hasn't done before, but he also gets you ready for those weird positions you can be in on the field. So it's kind of crazy his mindset of training, but if you walk in one of his facilities, you see somebody doing weighted cartwheels. There's a purpose behind it.
Well, I don't know if you'll see him or if you'll bump into him again, but he started out with this small metal building right there in Tyler, where he was training high school athletes, and then because of the success that he had, well before Patrick Mahomes, he now is, of course, he kept growing, including a brand new facility and also the one that's in Dallas and Fort Worth. So I was curious about if you'd bumped into him. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. When you decided to leave Utah State for Baylor, aren't you the one that rides horses and you're a cowboy?
Yes, sir.
How did all that work out with all of you? I think all of your either livestock or your horses or whoever else that you have as part of your other side of your life.
Yeah, so honestly, I wouldn't say I grew up a cowboy. I kind of grew up, I was always playing some type of sports in the summertime, in the winter, in the fall. So I grew up an athlete kid, but I always grew up outside. And once I got to Utah State, I got to meet Johnny Carter. He did play football for Utah State, and he into the portal, but now he's a cowboy. He grew up a cowboy. He grew up breeding horses and raising chickens and different type of hens and all that. So being able to get to Utah State, and he was already there for some while, he kind of took me in and let me wrestle a cow or two, and let me get my boots dirty and kind of see that side of being a cowboy. I can see myself buying land and having cows and horses and all types of animals, just living the cowboy life, the blue collar, let me go build a shed in my backyard type of life,
Do you start watching Westerns like Tombstone and stuff now, or what do you do to get the vibe?
I don't know. It's kind of, like I said, I got to give it all to Johnny Carter. He put me on some music that I listen to. I have a few country playlists that I might listen to in the morning time, throughout whatever I'm feeling. And then, whatever is kind of going on, trail rides out in Fort Worth that I go to. I had a dirt bike. Let me say, I can't ride dirt bikes now, but I had a dirt bike, and I would go to trail rides and meet up with some of my friends and, kind of just enjoy that, I guess you could say, cowboy experience with people got horses and, your dirt bikes and four-wheelers out there and quads. So anything I can do outdoors kind of gets me in that cowboy blue-collar mentality.
Well, I mean, it's a physicality with dealing with livestock, horses, or whatever. Does that allow you to get away from football? Or does that still bring you to competing like you're on the field?
Oh, no, it's kind of peaceful. It's definitely very peaceful because, animals have their own personalities too, and that's something that if you sit back and you get to spend time with horses or sometimes even chickens, you'll see some chickens might have a little feisty attitude. Some horses might be a little bit softer, and I kind of look at everything as I'm trying to figure out who you are. Because some animals might you're a little bit too smart to be a horse. Where'd you figure that out? So it's a fun time spending time with the animals, on the farm and kind of figuring out their day-to-day basis and what they like to do,
All right, so you report in a couple of weeks to Frisco. It's right there in your backyard. An opportunity here because 32 teams, they had the draft, and then you get the phone call. What are the expectations? What are the legitimate, realistic expectations of what you think you can do?
Definitely go in and play on special teams. Get an opportunity to be on that 53-man roster starting off my rookie year with special teams. And when the opportunity comes to present itself, and the coaches can trust me, eventually getting on the field to whether it's third down packages, whether it'll be it's kind of like college all over again. You got to go in and build the trust and show the guys who you are on the team. You got to earn the respect of the vets. So I'm definitely doing special teams and, showing the guys at practice. So, like I said, whenever I get the opportunity to do what I do, it's just going crazy. So, rookie, a lot of special teams. If we get some fourth quarter blowouts, halftime blowouts, you get the opportunity to get into the game then.
Yeah, the rookies make the team usually with special teams. Maybe a couple of the skill position players, maybe not just because of who they are, quarterback, et cetera. But good luck, Byron. It was great talking to you when you made the decision to leave Utah State for Baylor. Happy for you, proud of you. Go take advantage of the opportunity, and we'll stay in touch, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you for the call and the opportunity now. Have a good day.
You too. Byron Vaughns, Cowboys linebacker, undrafted free agent.
An actual Cowboy.
And an actual Cowboy, absolutely.